right, y'all, we back with another episode of Let's Talk About It with JMACK, episode 2. And basically, if you tuned in last week, I'm gonna be honest, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. We got a lot of feedback. A lot of people been tuned in. I'm gonna be honest, like, this might be a thing. This might be a new thing. A lot of people tuned in on the first episode, which I was quite surprised. It was just an idea that I was shooting out to see how it goes. But a lot of people have been tuning in. They've been commenting. I appreciate you all. Please be sure to like and subscribe. A few episodes in, I will be doing a grand prize for one of our subscribers that have subscribed to the channel. That is to be announced, something that I'm thinking about for all my loyal people that have been tuning in. I appreciate you all for rocking with the JMACK podcast as well, if you tuned into that. And then we have another blog called the Gordito and Chinito Adventures blog, which we got one out right now, which is us going to Chipotle. And that one, we're pretty much going to be going to different places and like giving you hacks and tips and reviews on the spot. So we got a few things coming. And we got the Gordito and Chinito podcast, which is another podcast that we're doing as well, where that one is pretty interesting. So right now, we're here with episode 2. Let's talk about it with JMACK. And if you didn't tune in on the last episode, basically, we got real life situations that people have been sending in. And they basically want advice from others. And everyone on this is completely anonymous. But however, it's very interesting. There's some very interesting stories. So I'm here to just share it with you. And hopefully you catch a vibe and get some information on these situations that'll probably help you out. Maybe if you're going through the same situation or something similar. So today's first situation we have here: if your husband cheated on you while you were pregnant, would you stay with him? And then here's the situation. And then again, feel free to comment and like and subscribe when you hear these situations, and give your input if you went through it, or we would like to know. We want all the tea. You know what I'm saying? So basically, this is to help others. And like I said, just something different. You know what I mean? So that's how we coming. So basically, they said, my ex-husband, Gregory John Coffey, oh shit, I didn't want to put his name out there. My bad. We'll bleep that out. Did cheat on me when I was pregnant with our son, T. We'll just initial everybody's name. Then his slut on the side, R, fell pregnant with his son. Damn. So this dude got two women pregnant. I'm gonna try my best to keep it clean, because sometimes I'll be calling people out their name, but you know what? They deserve it. Despite her husband Steve being my husband's best mate, T is now in his 30s and looks exactly like his daddy's brother. Hey, yo. Pete. And yes, I will name names because truth and honesty overrides lies and abuses I tolerated as a result of this pair of two-faced, adulterous liars. Jeez, well, I guess it ain't wrong for me to say the names then, because she put out there, it's her situation. It is what it is, and it's just their first name. All right, so someone here said, someone's input was, never look back and leave. You deserve so much better. And she commented back, I divorced the psycho back in 1993, but his persecution continued right up to COVID-19, and it locked us down. Now he can no longer travel and recruit any more croonies to stalk me and report back to him. Okay. So you left him in 93. Yo, something's not adding up. Either Shorty's wild, crazy, or how you leave him in 93, but you're talking about COVID. COVID was like 2-3 years ago. Bueno, that's probably why he cheated on your ass. Not for nothing. You probably crazy as fuck. And then somebody else said, let me see what they said here. I noticed he is your ex. Well done for getting rid of him and being brave enough to raise your baby alone. Somebody else said, hell no. And then it says, Good, somebody went in. Good for naming them. It's always the innocent who gets the blame and labeled crazy and a nut job. I know how you feel in that situation. My ex-husband is making me look like a nut job and everyone believes him and I'm treated like I have a contagious disease. Good luck to you and best of wishes to you. All right. So whatever you got from this situation, honestly, I got that. Obviously, she was pregnant. Homeboy, maybe the wet wasn't good enough. I don't know. Maybe she wasn't doing her job. You know, shorty, you got to put out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the real situation is, but if you're pregnant with a child, you know, that's a beautiful thing. I mean, some dudes, obviously, they're just grimy and dogs, but I don't know. I mean, something, there has to be more to the story. There's always two sides of the story now. So we always got to be optimistic and understand where the other person's coming from. Not saying one person is right or wrong, but there's always a cause and effect to everything. I'm a firm believer. Now, our next situation, somebody asked, do cheaters leave their spouses for the affair partner? This is actually a good one. And someone said, with their situation, yes, they do, but it's not the norm. However, make no mistake, it happens. I heard about a case recently where a wife went off to a therapeutic spa retreat for 2 weeks. It was supposed to be a nice breakaway from the stress of daily life. Ya tú sabes, di que stress, eso es pa' cingar, loco. No te lleve. It was supposed to be a nice breakaway from the stress of daily life and the kids and housework. Something more and the fucking bicho life she needed. Something more akin to the medical treatment than a holiday. She met an AP and the two of them hit it off. I'm sure they did. And she decided right then and there not to return home. Damn! He must have been slinging that thing. She didn't return home and still hasn't. Diablo, bro. Leaving behind her husband, house, and kids. Yo, my man, I don't know what you did to shorty, but that's crazy. You gotta leave her whole her kids. Like, I understand her husband and shit like that, but even her kids, yo, motherfucker got some mind control. I'm gonna tell you right now. Although huevotazo. Hey, yo. But such occurrences are ultra rare, and usually the AP is well known, and usually someone close, like the co-worker, and the affair has been going on for a while. In cases like this, sometimes or usually the AP is married to, and so it ends up becoming a joint decision for both of them to leave their unhappy marriages. I mean, you got a point. If you ain't happy, I always say somebody else gonna make you happy. The main line, though, in affairs is for the AP to get side shafted once the cheater loses interest or is discovered. Often the cheater, even after they divorce their partner, chooses not to pursue a meaningful relationship with the AP. APs are usually short-term conveniences. My recommendation is to never be an AP. Basically, the AP is the fucking side bitch or the side nigga. That's basically what an AP is, if y'all don't understand what an AP is. You will never invest your time and energy into someone who isn't fully available, especially if you're single. It's terrible. It's a terrible idea. There are countless stories of APs waiting around, the side motherfuckers, for the cheater to leave their partner. Some wait for months or even years, and then it never materializes. So you already know that could be your motherfucking so-called friend. That could be even your motherfucking cousin, because shit be crazy nowadays. You don't know who the fuck is out there plotting on your fucking relationship. That's why I say keep your shit to yourself. Don't be fucking telling people your fucking business, because you know what's going to happen. Them people are just there taking notes. Oh, word. Oh, she sucked dick like that. Oh, word. I'll teach her how to suck dick better. You know how people are, man. Honestly, I feel like you shouldn't be mentioning shit to people that you fucks with. Nobody, period. Not even a motherfucking priest. Because you don't know what the fuck is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the bottom line. So some people commented. They said, well, if someone is dumb enough to get involved with a known cheater and a liar, then they deserve what comes next. Just saying. That's a fact. And then someone else said, love is not a choice, but you can decide how you are going to act on those feelings. Please don't invest 20 years of your life into a relationship that is discovered the person who professed their love, devotion, and desire to be with you stays married and you are left with a broken heart, broken promises, and worthless words. That's for the side chick or the side nigga. Because they always end up going back. That's another thing. Even though this relationship ended a long time ago, the waves of grief and loss hit when you least expect it. That's true. When people go low, they go fucking low. Not for nothing. Your life grows around a piece of sharp no embedded in your heart, but never get over it. I hear that. We're going to get into one more comment. When the wife divorces, he clings on to the side piece and away they go. Got you, because the bitch already se fue. ¿Qué tú vas a hacer? ¿Te va a quedar con lo tototo? Because no te queda de una. I mean, you got no fucking choice. And then right here, last but not least, the non-cheater will usually leave the cheating wife and she may end up with the one she cheated with. She will cheat on him also, as it is the most often cycle for a cheater. Once a whore, always a whore. Don't think she will change for you. That is kind of true, though. And homeboy seems like he probably went through it if he's calling shorty a whore. Because I always say this, not for nothing. For a woman to do dirt, they wanted to do dirt, is what I say. I mean, both parties, if they do it, they wanted to do it. But I feel like a woman, it takes a little more to get in a bitch's panties. You feel me? Like, a dude, a shorty could throw him some pussy and he's just willing to fuck, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it. But a shorty, more or less, you gotta charm her. She gotta have a special connection. Like, unless she's a full-blown slut that's fucking everything moving, like 9 out of 10 times, it kind of takes, she gotta really, really want to fuck this dude for her to be fucking. That's just what I'm gonna say. And y'all could comment below if you disagree or agree. I honestly think that when shorties do their dirt, they either planned it for a while or they really wanted to fucking do that. Not because most shorty, I was drunk, I was this. Shorty, stop fucking playing. You know what you was doing. If you ain't crying out rape, you willingly took that cock in your mouth, in your ass, wherever it was, and that's it. Just admit to it, because when dudes get back, we just admit to it and we like, yo, my bad. You know what I'm saying? So last one, we're gonna do one every week, covering addiction cases, people who are addicted to different things. And this is gonna be our last but not least for Let's Talk About It with JMACK episode 2. How can I get my mind off of alcohol when I think I'm addicted? This is a good one, because I'm gonna be honest, it's not easy. You know, people think that being addicted is like heavy drugs and fucking doing crazy shit. Like, yo, alcohol is, I feel like it's worse than some of these drugs out there. Like, alcohol is the worst fucking drug. Number one, you could get it everywhere, on every corner. Number two, it's legal. And number three, like, it leads to other things. If you drink an alcohol, you probably might take some pills. You probably might sniff a line of coke. You probably might do a whole bunch of crazy shit that you probably might fuck somebody that you normally wouldn't be fucking. So alcohol, I feel like, is one of the worst, if not the worst, fucking drugs out there. So now they said, if you are addicted, then you need to get your mind off drinking isn't possible. If you are an alcoholic, you have an extremely progressive and deadly disease. Damn. One of the symptoms is an obsession over alcohol. The fact that you want to stop drinking, thinking about drinking, is a good sign. There is hope, but conquering it on your own is impossible. I'm speaking from experience. I was an alcoholic. I also wanted to stop drinking wholeheartedly. No matter what method I employed, I just couldn't stop. Even though it was the last thing I wanted to do, I made myself walk into my first Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and I have never experienced unconventional love as I was shown in Alcoholics Anonymous, which is a place where you go if you're seeking help to get over an addiction to alcohol. I keep going to meetings. I took suggestions from other people who were freed from the obsession of alcohol. I also worked the 12 steps that are in the AA's big book. Doing so changed my life in miraculous ways. It's now been over a decade since I walked into my first meeting, and it was one of the best choices I've made in my life. So shout outs to him, man, for overcoming that addiction and staying strong. Now, if you have an addiction and you agree or disagree that going to Alcoholics Anonymous will help you out, that you can't just kick it on your own, please comment and maybe tell us a little bit of input of your story, or you can remain anonymous or just, disagree or agree. I honestly think you can do both. If you're strong-willed enough and you're just like, fuck this, I'm not doing this shit no more, you'll be able to kick it on your own. It's going to be very hard, but a lot of people say that it's proven that you need help, which is what they're saying today. Now, somebody said, you won't get alcohol off your mind because you're having a session of the mind to alcohol. That is part of being an alcoholic. And with a strong will to quit and to do something about it, there is hope. And if you can be open and believe and be determined to change, you will get the courage if you have made a decision to stop drinking and living the way you are living. It can be done. It's been over 27 years for me, and I no longer have an obsession to drink, and it's been taken away from me. However, I still have normal living problems, but I don't have to drink today. Get involved into a program, fellowship, and most of all, believe in a power greater than yourself and never lose the faith. Meaning, always got to believe in something, whether it's God, Jehovah, fucking whoever, Allah. I mean, you got to have faith first. That's what they always say too. If you like the topics that we discussed today and you want us to touch on new topics, be sure to email us on the JMACK at gmail.com, or you can simply leave a comment below with some of the situations you want us to talk about next week on episode 3. And once again, it's been an honor with your host truly, JMACK. And it's another episode of Let's Talk About It with JMACK. Episode 2. We out of here. Grah.